Hey, good morning, my friends. I want to talk about read, reflect, respond. And what I mean by that is, you know, if you're like me, you want to make a difference, right? And a lot of my life, I've come into situations with this sense of, okay, here's what I'm going to do to make a difference, be it a meeting at work or whatever. And absolutely, there's preparation, all that kind of thing. But there's also something to observing and taking in what's happening, having a pause to let that mull reflect upon it, and then responding out of what's actually there. And I got a little story about this. When I was at a new job and I was going to an offsite, we had about 50, 60 people from my extended department, and I was going to help facilitate the icebreaker. And I always want to get people laughing. And, I knew what I was going to say in terms of facilitating and doing the activity, but I wanted to come up with something funny too. And I just had this sense of like, don't think of something ahead of time. When you get there, the humor's it's gonna be birthed. You'll see it and just step into it. So I was really calm. I had this peace about it. And the couple of people who got up before me, there was a microphone because it was kind of an exciting room. And they were like, oh, I hate these things. I'm going to, set it down. I'm not going to use it. We don't need it. And then when I came up, I grabbed the microphone and I said, I actually really like microphones. So I'm not going to turn this on because we don't need it, but I'm just going to hold it because I like doing that. And the room just lost it. I mean, they were laughing for at least a minute and a half. And then as it started to calm down, I held the mic out to the side like I was going to do a mic drop. And they just burst into laughter again. And then when I was facilitating the activity and going group to group, I was holding the mic and letting people respond to questions and stuff. And one woman went to grab the mic, and I held on to it. And she went to grab it again, and I said, "First rule of facilitating: never let go of the mic." And again, the room just lost it. I had people telling me a year later, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I mean, they remembered that. When I left and people were saying their goodbye, it goes, man, that was so funny at the meeting. And it just speaks to being present, not having a million things going through the head, and seeing what's going on. And then out of that, taking in, being able to respond in a way that contributes and is impactful.